Hey guys, this is Daniel's review and I'm back with a deck profile, a FIENDSMITH deck profile. I showed a video previously, that FIENDSMITH Yummy is still playable. You could bridge both engines into each other. So I was like, hey, I need to not only just show the deck profile, well, sorry, the combo, how we could bridge each other. I needed to test out to see if it could really, play in a competitive format. So I went to my locals, but they're more bigger tournament where they held a PS5 tournament, and I came second. Unfortunately, again I have come second in a PS5 tournament. I also came top four in a PS5 tournament, but this is FIENDSMITH Yummy. The deck performed finals. Honestly, to tell you, congratulations, Adrian George. Yeah, he won that one. But in that game three, I ain't lie, the people who was watching my hand at the time being, yeah, they saw it basically this. I had the nib check line and I had the go for the OTK line. So I opened Obedience School, used that, got punished by Nibiru. When I could have not used the Obedience School, used the FIENDSMITH line, like FIENDSMITH track or whatever, try to go for Caesar, see if he Nibiru me there, and just, if he nib me there, then normal summon, Copsy Wopsy, and combo off and try to OTK. And even if I didn't OTK and he was low on life, I could have set up a board and do the whole, yummy stuff on his turn, and you wouldn't really have much to do there. I don't think he would have come back from that. But it is what it is. The deck performed. The deck gave me good hands most of the times. And it was really up to the pilot. And I reached the finals and I went for the greedy line. I went for the OTK instead of playing it safe. So hopefully people could learn from that. It had times in the past I had played it safe and then I got beat, I got defeated. So I guess I was like, I tried the different thing here, and now it's like, okay, so yeah, I just had to follow your instincts. It happens, and yeah, you learn from those things. So let me get into deck profile quick, and enough blabbering. I done blabbering for 2 minutes. So this is deck profile, okay? Here's my Kaiba token, good old Kaiba. All right, so let me get into the deck itself. So I don't own Marshmallow. So if I had Marshmallow, I would have played it, but I don't own any copies at all. So this is a format where it's Marshmallow is legal, and I don't even, own the card. So imagine if I own the card, right? So 3 Copsy Wopsy, 3 Copsy, sorry. Thrift, shout out for Thrift for making the reason say you have to say Copsy Wopsy. 3 Cookie, I do have the Starlight again, he found a new home, he had to pay the bills. 3 Lollipop, right? I guess I should go with the spells as well. Yeah, so for the rest of the engine I play Obedience School. The only time I saw this was in finals, and I went for it and got punished. Yeah, but I had the FIENDSMITH line, yeah? Should I went for that line. The field spells, 1 each, I still play the 2. Right, sorry for the glare. I play around the glare. And of course, 1 surprise. I always played 1 surprise since the beginning of the deck. I just cast. I understand why there's play 2 or 3, but I just only play 1. So but I do miss certain things from when I used to play pure in this version of the deck. Yeah. So that is that engine there. And then we have the FIENDSMITH engine. 3 engravers, trying to play around the glare. Right, and 1 tears. Lacrimer the Crimson Tear, and 1 Lurie. And as for the rest of the spells, for the rest of the engine, 3 FIENDSMITH track. Right? FIENDSMITH track is very important in the engine, in the sense that using the graveyard to effect a fuse is very important. It is very important. So that's why I up this, and plus Droll might still be a thing. So if I get Droll on the engraver, I can't get to the Lurie access. So honestly, opening the track is more important. I had this at 2, but then I was like, I needed to boost consistency. I really want the consistency to be up. Not all the time to go hard Droll, so I pay in the 3rd one. But track is the better card to open. Right, so that is for the Fiendsmith line, and the last engine card, 1 for 1. It gives you the option to either play Fiendsmith or Yummy, whichever line you prefer to go, due to Lurie being a level 1, and of course all the Yummy monsters being level 1s. Right, so definitely a good card bridging both engines there. Right, so for the hand trap lineup, it's been decreased, but still a good hand trap lineup. So 3 Ash for Charmies basically, and grind games, basic game states. 3 Fua, had a plate. I'm not playing pro there in the main game. 3 Drill and Lockwood. Just for any rogue matchups and any deck that does a lot of adding and that kind of thing. You know, I just want to make my game simple. 2 Ghost Bell, because a lot of, you know, it's very good in this format right now, especially against Yummy in the mirror. Good against Dracotail trap cards. Other decks as well, you know, that deal with doing stuff with the graveyard and that kind of thing. So, yeah, very good in this format. I wanted something to, you know, not just draw as well. I wanted a next punishing card. I played 2 Nibiru's, even though a lot of decks could play through it. This paired with other hand traps is very good, especially if you Jewel and Lockbird them, and you're trying to make a miniaturized board underneath the Jewel and Lockbird. You could punish them, Nibiru, and that is it there. And 1 Imperm in case, you know, it's very lackluster, this format, but paired with Nibiru, yeah. In case they pay up a negate, yeah, you just let them feel safe and they're doing their thing, and when they reach a certain point, you just Imperm the negate, and then Nibiru afterwards, according to the negate, you know. You can Imperm first, see if they had the counter, and then that's Nibiru. Yeah. I think that is, let me see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 hand traps. I had it at 17 before, but now it's 14. And for the last set of cards in the main deck, cross out for Nibiru or Drool, because this version of the deck is weaker to Drool. Called by the Grave because of Drool, really. Or any hand trap that I may need it against at the time being, like Fua, any Charmies. Cross out also for Charmies and Tactics, to look at their hand whenever their hand trap me or anything like that, or sometimes going for the draw. And of course, going second is way better. You know, you check the hand to make sure their hand on Nibiru, or take the monster on field and, you know, punish them with their own monster. The dynamic trio. Had to get this in QCR soon. And last card, 2 cards, Seals Ban. Still for Lunar Light against Liger Dancer, but also to stop, you know, if I don't want to be Drooled or Nibiru or anything like that. And it's way better going second into their board, because their cards that they play on the field, I do play it, so it more punishes them. So it could deal with, you know, the Mitsurugi monster that is bomb. I can't remember the name, but like once you call this, like I have to like use a trap on it, because if I use this and I say that monster's name, they can't use the effect again for the rest of the turn, so they could tribute it and send it to the grave. It can't come back, so it just saves me from getting Raigeki'd, getting board wipe from I think it's Morikumo or whatever his name is, the Mitsurugi monster with the Raigeki effect. So this definitely helps against that board going into the board, and any other boards, honestly, to tell you. Forbidden Droplets, just to break through boards easily, you understand, and have less problems to deal with, and also great against Dracotail dodging the trap cards. Yeah, I need my spells to resolve or my monsters to stay on board. Well, not stay on board, but at least I need my spells to resolve. At least with the monsters, you could just special summon and defense and play around to a point. Yeah, especially with this deck. So there's a clean 41. 41 is really my lucky number, so I try to keep at 41. So the extra deck now. Too snatchy. I really do have the space. I really do at times miss the third one, honestly, to tell you. But the space is very super tight. The trio, Cupsy, Lolly, and Cookie. Right, so that is the Yummy lineup. Fiendsmith lineup, Requiem, Sequence, Necrocrip. I wasn't playing this before, but Necrocrip helps make Lurie and Lacrima a 1-card combo when I don't have access to Fiendsmith track. So it still makes it a 1-card combo. Right? Lacrima, definitely great in this deck. And this Desiree. And for the toolbox of the Fiendsmiths, with High King Caesar, definitely helped me a lot today. And Chaos Angel. Just had to play these cards. These cards are great. Plus, especially, you know, just trying to banish my field spell on all my Yummy monsters, small and thing. I have some little monsters that could still get over your monsters, you know. And this Chaos Angel makes all your Yummy synchro monsters unaffected by opponents, you know, monster effects, activated monster effects, because my whole deck is light, so easy to make, you know. The 2 cards that bridge the engine. Reproductus and Gravity Controller. When my opponents see these cards, they'll be like, what? What are you playing that for? Especially the Reproductus. And then when they see I turn into Fiend, and they are going to Requiem, it's like, wait, this man a real gas, boy. The face expression is be like, wow. I even use this to beat ISP on board, because like I played through all his, I was playing against Mitsurugi Yummy, and I played through all his interruptions except for the SP, and I knew when I used this to try to change the monster to to Fiend, I knew he would use SP to target, you know, either or and banish, and say, yeah, that is it for me. But I had the FIENDSMITH track, or I think Engraver in my hand, and I just continue playing, so I use that to beat. Oh my gosh. And last card, SP. Of course, I mentioned him. Good guild, sorry her. Definitely great in the deck, especially when if you didn't OTK them, you make your board, and you know, you always saw the combo where the end board, she's part of the end board when I open the Yummy line. Yeah, but definitely sometimes when you attack them and you ain't kill them, it's good to go into, get rid of something and have the Yummy line with the SP on board, create extra interruption. Alright, so as I played it in the main, the side deck is really tight and the format is really open, so only one Purulia. Right, so according to the matchup, I will switch out certain hand traps and paint a Purulia because I want to draw more. One of this, I tried it again today, Meows, never saw it, but I did see the Purulia once and it got ashed. Yeah, I played against this MST deck, honestly, I tell you, this is great against the MST deck, yeah. But, and it have other decks like Ryziel or whatever, yeah. I think I played against Ryziel and I get ashed. Jacob, you shout out to him. Screw Protoss, fuck that card. But yeah. Yeah. Saw it once, got ash, never saw it. Triple Contact C. This card performed greatly for me today. Excellent. It really saved me a lot of games, honestly, to tell you. I had 2 in my list, my side before, but now I had 3. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. I just bounced the table. Yeah, this card, especially against Jacob Hughes, but that Ryziel, Heraldic Ryziel, and trying to Protoss me. You really have gas, and this is really the card you really need to slow him down with, especially his X is on 1. You just wait for the X to really do its thing, and then you could just, you know, hit him this. Of course, it also helped me a lot against Yummy. I opened 3 of this in hand with a Fuolus, and this kind of made the Fuolus dead, because when I used this against the Yummy player, all you can really go into is SP and pass turn. So it's like, I didn't get no draw really from the SP, from the Fuolus much, but it did its job. For 3 turns straight, this held them down. This guy was great, it was excellent. And even with the Mitsurugi line, like, that use reptiles to ritual summon, you know? So, definitely a great card. 1 extra droplets, just to play 2 Jacko Tails and any other deck. Extra Seals Band. Need to see it more, you know. I really had to respect the Luna Light matchup, and any other, you know, deck it may be really great against. 1 extra Lightning Storm. I cannot go through back row decks. I don't like back row decks, need it. But sometimes it conflicts with Nibiru, or if you do open it in the opening hand, then your field spells make this there. So sometimes I really don't like playing this. I may change it. Duster, of course, we'll never leave home without it. Trust to go into your engine, whether it be FIENDSMITH or Yummy, or go into your board breakers or tactics and so forth. 1 extra imperm to just increase the amount of hand traps going second. D-Barrier, because D-Barrier is very good in this format right now. Judgment, the one of Old Man, have to play it for going first. Anti-spell for going first, didn't see it, but. And Soul Drain, playing Soul Drain for Jacko Tail. So when the, you know, fuse and the things go in the graveyard, that had nothing to do there at all. They ain't getting no graveyard pluses, and once they ain't getting those pluses, it's very hard for them to win the game. And you know, random water matchups or any graveyard deck or anything like that. Right, so that is the deck profile. Came second in my PS5 tournament. First time I played the deck in real life, in a tournament, and came second. And I honestly told you, I think I could have won that one. Honestly, second time I come second, and this time I had the safe line to do the FIENDSMITH line, go for Caesar, check for nib, get nibbed, and then normal Copsy, and you know, do my thing. Because it was game 3,
he went first and passed. He summoned nothing, set nothing, and it was my turn. So like I supposed to know, hey, he have hand traps. Most likely brick on hand traps. But I got so greedy when I saw Obedience School. I just went for it one time when I should have. Instead of playing Obedience School and have myself in a lock and my options restricted, I should have gone for the Fiendsmith line and then get nibbed and then go for, you know, the Yummy line. And even if he didn't die, you could do the Yummy stuff on his turn and it'd be like very hard to come back from that. But hey, the deck performed, enough of that. All you could refine the deck to however you all would like it, especially the side deck. That's to all your formats, wherever you all may be. We see a lot of certain decks in your locals or tournaments. But yeah, you could edit it to however you'd like and see if you enjoy playing Fiendsmith Yummy. But I enjoy playing it. Lovely. So hey, that is Danny's review and I'm out.